Hello Capricorns, welcome to my channel. My name is Lauren. Thank you so much for joining me today. This is a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. If nothing resonates, check back next time or look at your moon and your rising signs. Alright, so this is your first reading of 2022. So we're really going to dig deep this week, in this reading I should say for you guys, but this week in general for all my readings that we're really going to look at everything as a whole. What's your goals for this year? What is Spirit really trying to drive home for you as a collective and general information? So the first card that came out was Health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. So this is etherical energy. What is Spirit trying to communicate? What is Spirit trying to help you work through? We have grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it, okay? And the last card you guys got was Abundance. I am a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. Okay, so Spirit's trying to get you to work through a lot of stuff this year, taking care of yourself in more ways than one, trying to see the whole picture of the process of how the physical body and its emotions and the way that it tinkers basically best for you. Okay, so not necessarily focusing on trends or diets. It's about finding what works best for you. Sometimes we have to go see, a special doctor that doesn't, or a private doctor that really spends time with you and understands that there's more than just giving you prescriptions for things, right? It's about eating the right foods for your physical body. All right. Grief is a challenging one because people don't understand that grief is more than just about death. It's about planning for something and then it not happening. For example, let's say you were really shooting for a promotion at your job and it ended up being handed to somebody else. You're gonna grieve that. You're gonna be sad. You're gonna be depressed for a little bit, and that's something that we have to learn. We process little things every day, and as you add that in, the bigger stuff won't be as challenging to work through. It'll still be painful, but it won't be as challenging to work through the steps and go through the process. Now with abundance, I'm sensing there's going to be abundance for a lot of people this year. I feel like things are finally shifting into this virtual, really just working through social media, people just not being out and about. I mean, you can still be out and about, but you're finding new ways to make money for yourself. This intro for you guys is really interesting. These are big issues for a lot of people in general. Not issues, but challenging aspects of life. Making sure we have stability, we understand our emotions, how we process things, how we take care of ourselves on many levels more than just the physical vessel that enshrines our soul. All right, so let's see if we can get any additional information for these cards. I'm not really sensing much, but things will come out. Okay, so a chunk came out for Health. Health is about evolving. It's about taking care of yourself. It's about recognizing the bad habits and the poor choices of eating when we're feeling low, right? Spirit knows that you're working your way towards a better health. Remember, these things take time, and it'll balance your energy. Wow, that's a lot of information for one card. It's a kind gesture to yourself, to the physical body that we have been given to take care of, when you actually take care of it. I'm not saying you have to go vegan. I'm not saying you have to stop eating meat. Just eat portions and eat things that make you feel good about yourself, and not the slimy, greasy shit. Whatever works best for you. I mean, there are people out there that can eat the slimy, greasy shit and nothing happens to them. They are so very lucky. Just add some fruits and vegetables in there, I guess. Whatever. More water. Okay. Moving on to grief. Spirit, what is this grief about for Capricorns? Ten of Pentacles. So remember, Pentacle energy isn't just about money. It's also about health. Okay. So one of your ultimate achievements. This may not be for everybody, so I'm gonna pull an extra card. For some of you, being in your highest, healthiest version of yourself, the peak. It's really a deep-rooted issue for you, for a lot of you, and this will be one of the biggest achievements you will ever complete in this lifetime. You're meant to do this because in past lives, and including this one, you may not have taken care of yourself as well because of all the pain and suffering, and you were unable to release that energy. So for some of you, this is going to be like, this is why you came back, is to show people how to take care of themselves, including yourself. Anything else for grief? For others of you, it's about letting go of what was and what could be, and knowing that we can create our own fortunes. And it's not about the job, it's not about the money, it's about you putting effort into things that make you feel good about yourself. And even though you lost an opportunity on something, that doesn't mean that you lost out on making the money and being abundant and being balanced and all this stuff. Okay, so that's actually a perfect card for that. Over to abundance. Anything for abundance? All I'm hearing is just manifest. Oh my God. I said manifest and the magician flipped out. Look at that. Manifest. Manifest right now. Manifest everything that you want right now when it comes to abundance. And it's not necessarily about money. It's things that bring value to your life. Those are the things that you want to manifest. All right. Wow. All right, I went a little bit longer on that area that I normally like to, but that's okay because, you know, these are big obstacles to overcome. These may take you the entire year. They may take you a couple of months. Everybody is different, so take it as it resonates, okay? So let's come down to the physical, spiritual, the 3D. Internal, external energies around you. Now this is just a general reading. We're now just going into message for this week. What is going on? What does Capricorn need to pay attention to? The current energies, please. We have the devil. The devil's coming out again. All right, so we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. We got a couple cards. 8 of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. The 8 of Cups is in reverse. Okay. Future energies for Capricorn, please. So we have the King of Swords, future energies. There we go. 5 of Wands in reverse. And the Knight of Cups. Interesting. Bottom of the deck, overall energy with the Strength card in reverse. So there's a little bit of lack of inner strength, of understanding, of there's a lot of self-doubt and fear. When it comes to your current energy or just the energy around you, there may be a person or there may be something that's so deeply ingrained in your system that's creating this this energy that you need to work through, and it could be one of these 3 things up top. Okay, so looking at the current energies again, we have the Devil, the Queen of Swords in reverse, the 8 of Cups in reverse with the Ace of Pentacles. Now, these 3 came out together, and this one came out by itself. So coming back to the health issue, some of you may be finding out that you are sick. I'm not getting anything specific, but it's definitely going to change a lot of things that you thought were going to happen. The holding on to the addictions, the coping mechanisms, the not being able to walk away from people that put you in this puppet-like energy doesn't allow you to see your true potential. you have a fear of walking away from things that have made you comfortable, which actually don't really take good care of yourself and don't allow you to process. Your head is really clouded right now. Your judgment is not yeah, I'm not even gonna finish that sentence. If it resonates, it resonates. But what Spirit is trying to tell you, that even in the deepest, darkest moments of your lives, there are always opportunities to move forward. Spirit constantly gives us options to move forward. Spirit is trying to send you these messages that there's something that you need to process, something that's from, I'm going to say, early childhood to even teen years, a way, like, you stopped communicating about your feelings and you stopped taking care of yourself, and you kind of took shortcuts a lot of the times, or you try to take shortcuts to moving forward, but it didn't really work out. And that takes toll on the physical body, because you're holding in things that you're not releasing. And anytime you have a pain in the physical body, a lot of times those are just emotions trying to get out. All right, Spirit, can we get some more messages here? Star and Five of Wands. Yeah, Spirit keeps trying to get you to align with your purpose, but you're making it complicated. You're making it more complicated than it needs to be. I'm hearing there's an easy solution, and that may not be for everybody. Because everybody works through things in a different way. My mantra is start with one thing at a time, especially if you're trying to take care of yourself and trying to stop eating or drinking bad things for you. So start with one thing and just slowly ease it out of your life. Queen of Wands. Yeah, you have this really powerful, strong energy within you. You could have a fire sign in your chart, you don't have to, but it's kind of like Spirit is trying to, spark. I was literally about to say spark your energy. Spirit is trying to bring you back to life, whatever that means, and see that you are worth the challenges as the Knight of Wands, trials and tribulations. Wow, Spirit is reading my mind today. Or vice versa. Spirit is telling you that every time you overcome something, a new opportunity or a new way for you to manifest new things comes in. I hope this makes sense, because honestly, it's not fully making sense to me, and it's just kind of coming out, and I don't know if it's connecting. I hope it's connecting. Sometimes I know what I'm saying, sometimes I don't. Future energies, we have the King of Swords, the Five of Wands is in reverse, and the Knight of Cups. So now, as we continue to let go of things, stop ourselves from being complicated and feeling like we're competing with other people, we kind of get our heads on straight, right? And then all of a sudden, we start to move forward and heal. The Chariot and the Four of Swords, right? Once we stop fighting what's meant to be, things should start coming to us a little bit easier. Yeah, you got to be more realistic. Seven of Cups. You got to flip over those cups and really understand what's going on underneath all of them. Got to learn to love yourself with that Knight of Cups. There could be someone coming in to teach you how to love yourself. Could be a friend, could be a romantic person because of this Ace of Cups. But it's about learning to love yourself, the good and the bad. As you can see, we have these. It's the Nine of Swords and the Two of Swords. So every time you open your eyes to something and you process the grief of not understanding that, don't blame yourself for not seeing it, because maybe you weren't taught to see it, or how to heal it, or how to make it feel better, okay? All right, so let's go into the Darkness and Light Divination deck. spirits need to come through for Capricorns, please? Spirit of the Grim Reaper and Spirit of Key. Yeah, you know these cycles need to end. You have the knowledge, you have the wisdoms. We come into this world fully prepared, we just don't remember because we get disconnected from the spiritual world the older we get. And that's why kids, under the age of, I'd say 7, say the oddest things, but in reality they're saying the truth because they're so connected and they're learning how to be here, but then they get used to being in here that they let go. Okay, so know that any ending that's coming for you during this winter season is meant to be. Spirit of the Ring, contract, promise, commitment. You made a promise to yourself. You made a promise to the collective that these are something that you were going to work on. You were going to learn how to process these things, and you were going to make a better life for yourself. You're going to complete all of your karmas. I'm hearing that you're about 60% there. Spirit of the Elephant, your people are going to start coming in. When you start healing yourself and asking the right questions and doing a lot of journaling and seeing the truth of things and know that you're just self-sabotaging yourself with things that you can't change, people start coming through. Your soul tribe, your people start to come through. Spirit of the Cross and Spirit of Pegasus. Yeah, you're realizing that these are just lessons. And the idea that they're not as, I don't want to say as bad because that's not really very nice. That letting them go is actually not as bad as it seems. That you're not that it's unrealistic to be a burden. It's delusional to be a burden. We're not burdens. Okay? Nobody is. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Okay? Alright, so let's go into my final deck, Spirit or Soul Growth Journey. Sorry, I don't know what I was gonna say. And see what final messages we have for Spirit. The more you let go of the past, the more present you are and prepared for the future. And more doors will be open. And more life and I know we're kind of in a rut as a collective in the physical world, but you know what? We'll get through it. We will get through it. We're going to lose a lot of lives in the process. But, free will. All right. Spirit for Capricorns. What are final messages that you have? Look at that. Transformation, rebirth. Yeah, you're going through this transformational process, this rebirth, this beautiful, it's almost like you're in your cocoon for the wintertime, and you're in your cocoon to heal yourself, to process, and to find a way to support yourself abundantly. During this transformation, some of you are going to work through your father issues. You will see signs and synchronicities. Sorry, I feel like I said that word wrong. I just noticed there's fairies at the bottom. I've had this deck for like a while and I've never seen the fairies down there. You're going to start seeing repeating numbers and such, and that means that blessings are on their way. And Archangel Michael specifically came forward to show you that he is shielding you, he's protecting you, and when you're ready for it, he's there to cut cords. So you just have to ask him to come in, give him permission to help you, and you'll know when. Because why? Because everything's about divine timing, right? Creating those healthy boundaries from people that are trying to hold you back. You'll start to see them and feel them, and it'll be really easy to see. Archangel Gabriel also wants to help you communicate, which is about talking about painful things of your past. Okay? All right, Capricorns, that is all I have for you. I hope this helps and makes sense. I wish you guys the best of luck, and I'll talk to you guys next week.